The most powerful thing you can do right now is not push harder. It is reset. Because here is what most people do not understand about energy. You can be doing everything right, the effort, the discipline, the showing up, and still be running on a frequency that is working against you. Tired energy attracts tired results. Scattered energy attracts scattered outcomes. Energy that is quietly carrying last week's disappointments will color every decision you make this week, whether you notice it or not. This is not about positivity. This is not about pretending things are fine when they are not. This is about something far more practical. Intention. The people who consistently create the lives they want are not the ones who try the hardest. They are the ones who are the most deliberate, who begin from a place of clarity rather than reaction, who choose, consciously, specifically on purpose, the energy they bring into each new chapter. That is what this session is. A deliberate clearing, a conscious reset, a chance to put down what you have been carrying and pick up only what belongs in the life you are building. Uncross your arms, unclench your jaw, let your shoulders drop. You are not here to push through today. You are here to begin again. Speak as the person who is choosing, right now, what their energy will carry forward. These are not affirmations you are reaching for. They are the ones you are landing in, like setting your feet on solid ground after a long time of drifting. Read each one and let it settle. I am resetting my energy, deliberately, completely, and with full permission to leave behind everything that does not belong in what comes next. I release every residue of the last chapter, the disappointments, the exhaustion, the moments that did not go as planned, and I release them without guilt. My intentions are clear, my direction is set, and I move forward from this moment with a focused and uncluttered mind. I choose what I carry. I choose what I leave. I choose the energy that walks with me from here. I release the habit of beginning each new period still dragging the weight of the last one, not reactive, not scattered, not running on fumes and hoping for the best, deliberate, rested, intentional. I set the intention today to show up as the clearest, most grounded version of myself in every conversation, every decision, every quiet moment. I release the low-grade anxiety of living without intention, of moving through days in reaction mode rather than creation mode. Every area of my life benefits when I lead with clarity rather than scrambling to catch up with circumstances. I choose to begin from a place of enough rather than from a place of lack. Enough time, enough energy, enough capacity to build what matters. I release the energy of people, situations, and conversations that left me feeling smaller than I was before I entered them. Setting an intention is an act of power. I am not wishful. I am not passive. I am deliberate. And deliberate people change things. I choose to carry gratitude into this new chapter, not because everything has gone perfectly, but because gratitude is the clearest frequency there is. I release the pattern of rushing past the reset and straight into the doing, as if pausing to recalibrate is a luxury I cannot afford. Stillness is not stagnation. The moment before the move matters. I am in that moment right now, and I am using it well. I choose focus over busyness, depth over volume, one clear intention over 10 half-formed hopes. I release every competing priority that has been diluting my energy and directing it at everything except what actually matters most. My energy is mine to steward. I stop handing it freely to things that do not serve the life I am building. I set the intention to be present, fully, genuinely, without half of my mind already in the next problem, in every moment this session opens into. I release the version of me that begins every new chapter already braced for it to go wrong. When I set a clear intention, I am not hoping. I am instructing. My own mind, my own energy, my own direction of travel. I choose to move through this period with ease, not urgency, trusting that what is meant for me does not require panic to arrive. I release every story about what the last chapter meant about me. It does not define what this one will become. Powerful intentions are not grand declarations. They are quiet, specific, deeply personal decisions about who I choose to be from this moment forward. I stop waiting for my energy to reset itself and start taking deliberate responsibility for the frequency I am operating on. I choose clarity. I choose momentum. I choose the version of this next chapter that I will be proud to have lived. I release the noise, internal and external, and return to the signal. The signal that knows exactly where I am going and why. My intentions are not contingent on perfect conditions. I set them now, in this moment, exactly as it is. I am the architect of the energy I bring into every room, every relationship, every new beginning. I take that role seriously. I am reset. I am clear. I am ready. Not someday, not when things settle. Right now, beginning here. You have cleared the ground. Now plant something in it. Speak each manifestation as a seed being placed with full knowledge that it will grow, because the soil is ready and so are you. I manifest a clarity so complete and so uncluttered that I move through this next chapter knowing exactly what I am building and why. I manifest that the intentions I set today take root immediately, shaping my decisions, my energy, and my outcomes from this moment forward. I manifest a fresh start so real and so felt that the weight of what came before lifts completely and does not return. I manifest the specific focus I have been lacking, the ability to give my best energy to my most important work without the constant pull of distraction. I manifest that this reset becomes a turning point, the session I look back on as the moment the chapter genuinely changed. I manifest complete freedom from the residue of disappointment, from the way a hard season can quietly lower what we believe we are capable of. I manifest a version of this next period that exceeds what I dared to hope for when I was still running on depleted energy. I manifest powerful, specific, and deeply personal intentions that guide every decision I make from here with quiet, consistent force. I manifest that my energy becomes a resource I steward with skill, spending it on what builds, withholding it from what drains, and replenishing it before it runs dry. I manifest a life rhythm so aligned with my values and my vision that I stop spending energy swimming against my own current. I manifest complete release from the scattered, reactive, always behind feeling that has been running underneath everything I do. I manifest that every new beginning I step into from this point is entered deliberately, with intention set, energy cleared, and direction chosen. I manifest a season so full of aligned effort and clear purpose that I end it knowing I gave it exactly what it needed. I manifest the deep rest that makes a true reset possible, not just the idea of rest, but the actual cellular restorative kind. I manifest that the people, opportunities, and circumstances that enter my life in this new chapter are matched to the energy I am now holding. I manifest freedom from the version of ambition that is driven by anxiety, and the arrival of the kind that is driven by genuine, grounded desire. I manifest a morning practice, a decision-making process, and a daily rhythm that all carry the fingerprint of someone who leads their own life with intention. I manifest that what I put down in this reset, the worry, the weight, the stories, stays down and does not quietly reassemble while I am not looking. I manifest the courage to set intentions that feel large and the discipline to honor them when the feeling fades and the work remains. I manifest complete alignment between the life I am describing in this session and the life I am actually living when this session ends. I manifest a relationship with new beginnings that is no longer tinged with dread or cynicism, but met with genuine, open, well-rested anticipation. I manifest that the energy I carry out of this session is so noticeably different that the people around me feel it before I say a word. I manifest the specific outcomes I have been intending, the ones I have named privately, rehearsed quietly, and am now ready to receive openly. I manifest freedom from the habit of setting intentions and then immediately undermining them with doubt before they have had time to take hold. I manifest that this reset is not a one-time event, but the beginning of a practice, of returning to clarity again and again, as many times as it takes. I manifest a chapter that feels different from the last. In pace, in peace, in how much of it actually reflects the life I have been working to build. I manifest complete clarity about what I want, why I want it, and what I am willing to build in order to have it. I manifest a stillness that does not disappear the moment I step back into the noise, but travels with me as an anchor. I manifest that every intention spoken today is already in motion, already threading itself through the invisible architecture of what comes next. I manifest a life led from the inside out, shaped by intention, sustained by clarity, and built by someone who knew exactly what they were creating. If this session gave you something you needed, a breath, a reset, a moment of genuine clarity, subscribe. This is what it looks like to start every day with intention rather than reaction. Come back tomorrow and do it again. Like this video. Every like is an intention of its own, a signal that this work matters and that more people deserve to find it. In the comments, type your single most important intention right now. Make it specific. Make it yours. Write it in the comments and let that be the first act of your reset. Share this with someone who looks like they could use a reset, someone who has been pushing hard and could use 10 minutes of deliberate, grounded clarity before they push again. You are not the same person who pressed play, not because something dramatic happened, because something quiet did. You chose to pause. You chose to clear. You chose intention over momentum for 10 minutes, and in doing so, you changed the quality of all the momentum that follows. That is what a reset does. It does not erase what came before. It changes what gets to come next. Go carry this clarity into your day. Set the tone before the day sets it for you. That is the whole practice, and you are already doing it.